And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on the Houston Astros. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And towing the mound for Houston in this one, Hunter Brown. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Singy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
On the ground, Allen on the run, sends it over to first. Got him! Great play to keep the leadoff man off base. Singy, it was tough to tell in live action if the ball actually beat him, and it looks like they want some time to review it.
Yeah, we'll get another look up here, too. And, you know, they called him out on the field, but it just might be worth the challenge. And they'll have to see clear evidence the other way to overturn this thing.
Here's one more look, Singy. You think they're going to overturn it? I kind of do.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance as well. I mean, the more I look at these different angles, the more I'm becoming convinced that he actually...
Digging in, Gunnar Henderson popped in the air, left field. Loperfido takes it in for the out, and there's one down. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, against a talented pitcher, it's crucial to disrupt his rhythm. Use bunts to get him off the mound and moving around out there. If he's in a flow, step out and break his timing. When he throws in the zone, you might only get one pitch, so you don't want to miss it.
And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And you know, if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
Inside ball.
Struck him out swinging. Nice job behind the plate there.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice two-strike pitch, though.
Holiday leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
So a walk puts runners at first and second.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Jordan Westburg, and a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. 3 for 8 in the series coming in. There's a swing and a miss. Two on, 2 outs. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Orioles strand a couple. Now here come the Astros. No score. You're watching Orioles baseball on the show. We go to the bottom of the first. And getting to start for Baltimore, Trevor Rogers. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, you know, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second to the right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. To third, in there safely.
Back-to-back singles, just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Christian Walker at the plate now. That's ball one. That one fouled hard the other way. Swing and a miss.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that is a big first out. Take a look at the lineup. And Chris, this offense is facing a defense that is well known for kicking the ball around a bit. How aware are you offensively of a bad defensive team?
Well, it's not.
Ground ball right side, could be two. Throws to Henderson. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. End of one, and we're still scoreless. Back here in Houston, now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. Rutschman with a homer in his last game. Comes up empty.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Liner caught at second.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Walker takes it himself. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
That's what a good sinker is designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
2 down, base is empty. Tyler O'Neill now at the plate.
Well, you know, with 2 out and nobody on, it's going to take something special to get a run across. So why not? If you got some pop, swing for the fences.
Brown, 27 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2019. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swings and misses. Went back to the fastball, and it was a bottom half of inning number 2. And stepping in for the Astros, Cam Smith. That one ripped, but foul. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Down, ball.
Runner takes off. Ball outside. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Man at second. And ball four to avoid.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Now Correa up to hit. And a swing and a miss. On the ground, could be two. Throws to Henderson. Over to first, safe.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball. The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
That missed. That's a ball.
Right side. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. As they jump ahead, a run scores. First and second, one out. Nick Allen will hit next. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look.
Ball outside.
And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. 2 on, 1 out. And that one fouled off. Fights it off. He'll see another.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
The 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And now the count filled up 3-2. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That one fouled off. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Traffic on the bases with one already in here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. And they're all loaded up.
When you go that deep into it at bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
Ball, that's down.
And that one fouled off.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Bases loaded, one away. Bottom half of inning number 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there. Isaac Paredes digs in now. Fouls away the first offering. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Right side, hard hit. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. So they get one, but end up leaving the bases loaded. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. It's the Astros 1 and the Orioles nothing. This is welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. This one in the air. Correa gets under it. And there's one away.
Up next for the Orioles, second baseman Jackson Holliday.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Fastball for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Stays alive.
Ball, that's outside.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Diaz gathers, throws the first, out on the drop, third strike, two gone. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Orioles. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Walker stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around.
Well, these Astros doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up one run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense. You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Sliced hard, but foul. That one not close, and it's 3-2. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that.
Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
Well, this is a real momentum killer after the leadoff single. Tried to steal second base on the first pitch. Defense was all over it. Nicely done from behind the plate with the catch and throw. And a quick tag before he reaches the base.
Oh, 1 down. Right through there for a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges.
Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Smith in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Foul ball. Rip to right, base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Up the middle, Holiday. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Houston. They lead it 1-0. As we go to the top of the 4th, here's Pete Alonso.
You know, these Orioles just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Here's a 1-1. To third. Oh, look at the stop. To first. And very nicely done for the out.
Next for the Orioles, left fielder.
And obviously a lot of credit for all those chases and strikeouts goes to the pitching. It's been nasty, but you can bet this offense is trying to figure out some way to put up a better fight.
Hard hit, left field, base hit. And the tying run is on base. At the plate, Jordan Westburg struck out swinging his first time. He was late there, strike 1. Line drive, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Up next for the Orioles, catcher Abby Russell.
Ball.
Two on, one out.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Good hitters count the 2-0. Swing and a foul out of play.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Next to hit, Jeremiah Jackson. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Slams off the bottom of the wall. One runs in. Another comes in to score. It's 2-1.
Comes through to drive in a pair and give him the lead. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
That's in there. That's strike one. Runner at second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering is fouled back. That misses.
Oh.
And that's ball 1. Got him swinging for the K. Good job at damage control right there. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. Bottom 4, and stepping in for the Astros. Carlos Correa.
Carlos Correa.
Check swing called strike. Strike 1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And a good start to the inning. In the dirt, squirts away from Rutschman. The throw into second. He's in there. And now a man into scoring position. Man at second. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
That's a ball.
That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts. Now it's the shortstop, Nick Allen.
The shortstop.
Ball
Nick
inside.
Allen.
Right through there for a strike. Tying run in scoring position. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run.
And that one gets away at the plate. Throw into third. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away. The lefty, the 1-0. Fastball for a strike. In the air to left center. That is the inning. So the Astros lead one, and they trail it here 2-1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. And a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. Way out front for strike 2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Up the middle. On the run, throw to first, and it beats him. What a play.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Swinging a foul straight back. 0-1. Gets him to chase after that one.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
So digging in, Gunnar Henderson.
No, that's in.
Two down, nobody on.
Ball.
Right through there for a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Swing and a miss as he was late. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And he can't make the play, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. One left for the Orioles. Back here in Houston, so now the Astros designated hitter, Isaac Paredes. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-1. Late on that fastball. That one lifted to left. Ward sizing it up. And there's one down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
First baseman, Christian.
The Stros down by a run. Last half of inning number 5. Ground ball left side. Now a jump throw. Nicely done for the out.
Great fundamentals there at first base. A textbook example of putting your body in position to make a play and doing just that. That's how they teach you to do it.
Diaz in the box again. Takes a strike.
That's a ball.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Way back there. And that one is out of here. And we have a tie ball game. It's 2-2.
He really needed that swing. He hasn't been getting a ton of results at the plate lately, so I'm sure that one felt especially good.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Here's the... Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Chris Bassett into the game.
Well, home runs have been a problem this year. Not doing a great job keeping the ball in the yard so far this season, so we'll see if that factors in.
Outside. And the count is 1-1. Bassett, 37 years young. He joined the team as a free agent. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. That's a base hit. Smith coming home. Safe. It's 3-2.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
That's inside.
Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. And that's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Next to hit, Joey Loperfido. Foul ball there. Two on, 2 outs. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul.
No, that's out.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. They limit the damage here. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And a quick out, number 1. Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
That's in. Ball.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. This one in the air, center field. Cole moving back for this one. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 down.
Catcher, Adley Rutschman.
comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Okay, swing now. He had his mind made up. As soon as that ball left the hand of the pitcher, he was going to swing at it.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back there. And that one is off the wall. And the double puts the tying run in scoring position with 2 away.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Hunter Brown out of the game, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. The Astros turn to a new arm on the mound, Steven Okert.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
And now it's going to be Jeremiah Jackson. Man on second, 2 down. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. The Astros have some action in their pen. Brian Abreu, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. King, a left-hander, also throwing. Good job to fight that one off. Foul ball, still 0-2. Man at second. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Well, needed a big.
Back here in Houston, they put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 0-2. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. And that turns the lineup over.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have.
Runner on the go. Altuve at the plate now, and that's strike one. The 0-1. On the ground, right side. But it kicks foul. Double play ball to second. Flips it. There's one. Over to Alonso. Double play.
He's so good at coming across the bag and snagging it with the bare hand to throw. I like the flair that he brings day in and day out.
Base is empty after the double play. Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Out to center. Taveras has a beat on it. And that ends the inning. Nothing doing there for Houston. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Brian Abreu.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Out towards right center field, and there's one down. Here's Leody Taveras.
Center fielder, Leody Taveras.
Ball.
The Astros trying to hold a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7.
Yeehaw.
Ball to strike. Next offering is outside. And ball 4
Nope,
there.
that's ball
Tying
4.
run
Runner
is
takes
on
base.
base.
Up next for the
Challenge from
Orioles,
behind the dish
second
here.
baseman, Jackson Holiday.
And on further review, it was a strike. Still 2 challenges left for them. Payoff pitch. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Loperfido settles under this one, and there's 2 down.
Up next for the Orioles, second baseman, Jackson Holiday.
First pitch swinging. Late with the swing there.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
Backed off the plate that time. Swing and a miss, struck him out. The high heat, too much on that one. Nothing doing this time. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Walker, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. And a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty. Hammered down the right side, but foul. And the 0-1. Swings through that.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Misses.
No, that missed. That's
and
a
that's
ball.
ball 1.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
So the call stands. So that removes their last challenge. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Now, here comes the skipper. Andrew Kittredge gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
In the air to left center. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Astros, center fielder, Zach Cole.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Yeah.
Diaz off of first with 2 away.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2-2 now. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. One left for Houston, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brian King.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Ball.
Got him swinging.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down one. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Comes up empty. Stays alive. The Stros holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're at the top of the 8th. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing beams. Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Orioles. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads.
Hook.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So the tying run reaches with 2 away.
Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Loperfido should have this one, and that's the 3rd out. One left for the Orioles. They're down 3-2. On to the bottom of the 8th. Leading off, Carlos Correa.
Carlos Correa.
He swings and fouls one off. Here comes the 0-1. On a line, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Hee-haw.
Strike 2. Kittredge, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a sinker, a four-seamer, and occasionally works in a splitter. Good job to fight that one off. Correa gets his lead at first with nobody out. Got him looking. Now one away.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Breaking ball misses down and away. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
That's a ball.
Swings and misses. And the count is 2-2.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
2-2 now. Next offering misses down and away. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. Correa on his horse and coming home. Throw cut off to second.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. A well-deserved double on a great swing.
Manager out of the...
For Baltimore, number 74, Felix Bautista.
Paredes in the box now. Takes strike one. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Man on second, 2 down. What a stop. Throw to first, and they get the out. Astros pick up a run on the RBI double. Last chance coming up for the Orioles. Back here in Houston, now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. High fly ball out to center field. Cole settles underneath it. One up, one down. The Astros trying to close out a 2-run lead here at the top of the ninth. Hader, multi-time All-Star. He features a 2-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, that 2-seamer is heat-seeking for right-handed batters. Just runs in on those hands.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. One down, base is empty here in the ninth. High fly ball down the left field line. Going back. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Well, off the bat, I thought for sure it had enough to get out of here, but that wind's kind of blowing in from left, and I think that's what made the difference.
O'Neill in the box as he fouls off the first pitch.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Hader is just one strike away. And a foul ball, he stays alive. 2 down, nobody on.
That's the ball.
And they'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game. And your final.